My name is Oliver. I'm the CEO with the Veterans Transition Network. We're a registered charity that's headquartered in Vancouver, but we operate across Canada. And our charity's mission is to provide group counseling and transition programs for current and former members of the Canadian Armed Forces and RCMP. So essentially, the focus of our programs is helping folks to navigate that transition from military to civilian life. Military life being so well defined, so specific, and people often struggle with that transition into kind of the relative disorder and chaos of a civilian life. Particularly if they're struggling with an operational stress injury, which is that broader term for things like post-traumatic stress, anxiety, or depression as a result of their service. We deliver those group programs across Canada free of charge for men and women in English and French. I've been with the organization about 12 years. When we started, we were in a basement room in a building at UBC. We had 2 desks, 3 laptops, and a rubber plant in the corner of the room because we had no windows, of course. And slowly we've expanded the program out across Canada over the past 10 to 12 years. And being of a kind of university origin, program evaluation and research has always been sort of really of value and of importance to us as an organization. It's sort of coded into the DNA, if you will, of the VTN. But the challenge has always been getting that verification for the program evaluation that we do. The lesson that we learned again and again is that unfortunately academia and the universities are not all that interested in doing program evaluation because it's not going to help anybody get a tenured professorship. So we were often just sort of felt like we were rolling a boulder uphill trying to get folks to, evaluate the own evaluation that we were doing of our programs, trying to understand how effective are these, what is the impact that we're creating. We felt very confident that we were creating good impact. We could do our own program evaluation, but it was tough to get folks to pick that up and kind of verify what we were doing. And so the introduction to Impact Genome last year has been fantastic because finally there is this organization that we've come across that has the expertise, the metrics, the standardization to be able to take a look at what we do, the data that we're collecting through our own impact research, and give it a second look and tell us how credible is this? How accurate is this? What is our return on investment, as it were, for the money that folks are putting in? And Lauren talked about it, I think, really articulately in her presentation about the challenges that we have of trust in the charitable sector. And it's super important to us that if we're asking folks to open up their wallets and support these programs, because veterans never pay a penny to attend the programs that we deliver. But that comes, we often say we've got many unofficial mottos of the organization. The program is free to you, but it's not free. It comes at a cost. And so we're asking organizations, foundations, individuals across Canada to support this programming so that we can ensure it's there when veterans need it. And so we want to do the best that we can to show that we are doing what we say we do with the money, that it's having an impact. And we were introduced to Impact Genome through a family foundation that we built a relationship with last year. They said, this is something that we're doing as a family foundation. We're trying to create more standardization, more reporting in the charitable community at large, or charitable sector at large. And so we jumped on that opportunity and started working with Impact Genome, and it was a great experience. They were super insightful. They worked very effectively and very quickly with us. We actually pushed them a little, and we got the evaluation done in time that we could include it in last year's annual report that we published for our 2023 impact. And the team was great to work with. It was a really helpful exercise, and it's even given us some feedback that we can take internally and apply to our own program evaluation, which we're constantly updating to just try and be that much more sort of effective and transparent in the way that we report. So I'd be happy to answer any questions that anyone has on what our experience was as a charity going through this process. But it's only been about a year, but we've really appreciated the partnership that we've had with Impact Genome thus far. And it's been a boon to our impact reporting and to our ability to fundraise as well.